The greatest battles of your life will never be fought on distant fields. They will not be waged with swords, or bullets, or armies. They will be fought in silence. In your mind, in your heart, in your soul. The war that defines you is the war within. Sun Tzu, the ancient master of strategy, declared, "The greatest victory is to conquer yourself." Thousands of years later, this truth has not changed. Because the most dangerous enemy you will ever face is not out there, it is in here. It is your doubt, your fear, your laziness, your excuses, your distractions. The external world only reflects the state of your inner battlefield. Look at history. Empires have risen and fallen not because of armies outside, but because of weakness within. Nations collapse when discipline erodes, when greed poisons leaders, when fear consumes the people. And the same is true for you. Your empire, your destiny, your legacy will not be defeated by others unless you first surrender to yourself. But here is the great truth. Victory is possible. If you can win the war within, no force on earth can conquer you. If you can master your thoughts, your habits, your focus, your purpose, then life itself bends to your will. Think of Edison, laboring through 10,000 failed experiments. What was he fighting? Not the critics, not the darkness. He was fighting his own fatigue, his own doubt, his own despair. And he won. That is why you have light. Think of Henry Ford, ridiculed for believing that the common man could drive. His war was not against the skeptics, it was against the voice inside that whispered, "Quit, they're right, it's impossible." He silenced it with action, with persistence, with relentless belief. And because he conquered himself, he transformed the world. Think of Abraham Lincoln, defeated in election after election, devastated by personal tragedy, crushed by the weight of a divided nation. His greatest battles were not on the fields of Gettysburg but in the silence of his own soul, deciding whether to rise again or surrender to despair. And history remembers him because he refused to lose the war within. The truth is brutal but liberating. No enemy can destroy you without your permission. The armies of fear, procrastination, weakness, distraction, they live inside you. But so do courage, discipline, resilience, and vision. The outcome of your life depends on which side you feed. Sun Tzu said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." The problem is most people know neither. They drift through life blind to their own habits, unaware of the real enemy. They blame others, blame circumstances, blame fate, never realizing that the true war is inside. You must know yourself. You must study your fears, your weaknesses, your triggers. You must analyze the terrain of your mind like a general studies the battlefield. Where are you strong? Where are you vulnerable? What thoughts ambush you? What temptations weaken you? If you do not know, you will lose before you begin. But knowledge alone is not enough. You must fight. You must discipline yourself like a warrior trains for war. Every morning you rise early, you win a battle. Every time you work when you don't feel like it, you win a battle. Every time you resist distraction, every time you push through pain, every time you silence doubt with action, you win the war within. Fear will whisper, "Wait." You answer, "Now." Laziness will beg, "Rest." You answer, "Rise." Doubt will taunt, "You can't." You answer, "Watch me." And with each victory, your enemy grows weaker, and your empire grows stronger. The fearless mindset is not born in comfort. It is forged in conflict, conflict with yourself. Those who win this inner war do not need applause, do not need validation, do not need luck. They build their destiny with their own hands, and the world is forced to witness their triumph. So I ask you now, are you ready to fight? Are you ready to conquer the part of you that settles for less, that fears the climb, that runs from greatness? Because the war is here, right now, and only you can decide who wins. Declare it with conviction. I will not surrender to fear. I will not obey weakness. I will not be ruled by doubt. I will win the war within, and when I do, the world itself will bow to the strength of my spirit. Because the battlefield is in your mind, and victory is in your hands.